If you got it, it ain't a question.
All right, good morning, guys. Just got off the bus. We are walking now to Horseshoe Bay Beach.
He said the world famous Horseshoe Bay Beach.
Bus driver said it's world famous. I've never heard of it before we got here and I Googled it, so.
I think it's the pink sand one, or maybe all of Bermuda has pink sand.
Mm.
I've heard of it before.
It's getting a little windy right here.
It's actually really good weather though.
Yeah, it's not as hot as it was yesterday, but I feel like yesterday was just because the sun was beating down on us. Not that it was actually really hot. And so we're walking right now. Hopefully Google Maps is not leading us to a dead end where we get our heads chopped off.
Okay, but I see people, so let's be positive.
Yeah, that's the best part. Follow other humans. We'll be walking in these random neighborhoods, walking through people's backyards. Don't know where we at all. But yeah, as you guys can see, we are heading towards all that blue water. It's really bright too. Let's check this out over here real quick, see what this is.
It was the way of us saying, don't go this way, because why did you come over here?
I thought it was gonna have a view.
No.
Why would
The bench.
what I want a bench looking at just trees and plants?
So to me, Bermuda's just another beach place. Like if you were to go to Florida, or if you were to go just to a local beach in like South Carolina or Virginia, it's just, you know, out of the country. So I think that's pretty cool.
Like touristy. Shops. Probably could find some water here.
That's why. Without the book.
So do you have to rent these?
Yeah.
These little chairs?
Yeah, that's the ones that people are in line for.
Oh. This ain't not pink.
No, so maybe this is even I feel like this is the beach my family and I went to that they said it was pink sand.
Alright guys, so this is Horseshoe Bay Beach. Really nice water. Got all these chairs here. I believe you have to rent these chairs when you guys first come in. There's a long line where you, I guess, would you assign the number because the chairs are already out here.
Yeah, but some of these chairs are by themselves.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. Like, do you just come sit on it and somebody's like, hey, did you pay for that?
Yeah, but if you're in the beach, what can they do?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so all these chairs here you can rent one. They have umbrellas at all of them. We're walking down towards the end to get away from the masses of people. It's feeling a little hotter over here
It is.
than we were in the shade. And walking in sand is never fun.
The water is a must over here.
The water is a what?
A must.
All right, guys, so we're back at the house recording this now because it was just way too hot to sit out there and record this in the moment. And so we're just giving our thoughts and impressions about Horseshoe Bay Beach.
I think it was a very relaxing beach day. I can see why they have cruise ships come to this beach. Out of all the beaches that we visited while we were in Bermuda, I would say this one was definitely the largest. And I think that the sand was really pretty. If you look really closely, it was pink, the way that the sun kind of like hit it. But other than that, we kind of just laid out in the sand. I would recommend getting there early because the chairs fill up pretty quickly. Throughout the entire time we were there, they were pulling out chairs and umbrellas. We, of course, were being cheapos, so we laid out our beach towels and pretty much just laid out in the sand. So we had to actually go all the way at the end of the beach to kind of find a shaded area. So keep that in mind.
There wasn't much to do, like the beach itself didn't provide you anything, but it was great if you have like your snorkel gear. I would definitely say go down to the end if you don't want to purchase a seat. Go all the way down to the end. There's a little tree shaded area. That's where we sat. Or if you rather be like secluded away from everybody, keep walking down the little walkway opening and you'll get to these secluded beaches over here where nobody was at. If you rather just sit in peace and quiet, not have to worry about any kids running around, this is definitely the spot for you.
You could do damage.
Bow, bow, bow to me, drop down to your knees. Your money, the mafia, that's where
Why
the
do you
love
see all that?
sees.
We in the jungle.
It says no swimming is not permitted in lagoons or caves. That's a lie, because people be swimming in it.
Morgus has us in the middle of the jungles.
This was one of the things it says to do in Bermuda when you're here. So we're doing it.
No. This is behavior unbecoming of a black man.
And
Really in the trenches.
why would you just say this is the way to go?
Yeah, said this the trail.
Okay. Stop it. Because you know I'm scared.
See, that's some water over there. And then this little lagoon down there.
Yeah, this is what they tell you not to get in.
Yeah, it looks a little scary down there.
We're walking to the real place.
The crazy part is that it's still clear water.
It is so much better than our water.
That water is clear. You can see the fish right there. All that right there is the sand. You looking like Usain Bolt.
Okay.
Because it's right behind you.
Yeah, okay.
But look at this beautiful view, guys.
It's unfortunate. Ooh, I hear bugs.
I heard them too. I was just going to let it slide though. Let me go down there. Look at that water. I mean, just as clear as could be. We could get in the water over here. They said not to over here. Yeah, we went through our trail. It wasn't a 30-minute trail. It was maybe like 10 minutes, if that.
If that.
Maybe if you're stopping like at all the spots and taking it all in, maybe it'll take that long. But definitely
not doing that.
Yeah, we're just trying to get out the woods and get away from the mosquitoes because we don't have bug spray.
Nope, never do.
Never do. So now we're heading to the Blue Hole. That's what it's called?
Yes, it's like a water hole, I think.
A watering
Don't know.
hole.
Yeah. This was just some of the top things to do in Bermuda because there's really not much to do other than like water stuff. So this is a top water thing to do in Bermuda.
So we'll show you guys what it looks like when we get down there. I guess so. This water is super clear too.
Yeah, I won't be getting in this.
Why you not gonna get in the lagoon?
How you gonna get in
It's every man for himself.
there? I think this is where you jump. Okay, we'll watch you jump. This is the end of our facility.
We're not jumping in.
You can jump in, and I'll record you from here.
Yeah, I can't tell how deep it is. And if I'll break my neck.
We'll watch them jump first, then I'll let you jump.
Yeah, look at that big old fish right there.
It doesn't look that deep, but I can't tell.
Another fish over there.
Like, that's deeper than me. Taller than me.
It could be a snapping turtle right there.
It's pretty. It's like he didn't want to either. Yeah, I don't like how that sounds. Look how the trees are moving, like they slip and fall.
Well,
That's what they're talking about, being rocky and dangerous.
pass me a water.
When I'm done.
All right, guys, so we went to the Blue Hole. It was interesting. It was really pretty.
It was.
Really nice hole, but it was too adventurous for us.
And no one was in it, so we couldn't really get like how deep it was, how you even get in there, because you're supposed to jump off a cliff, but like what part of the cliff? People are walking and holding on branches, but the branches were moving. So it's a little too much for us, you know? Maybe if once we leave here, we'll go see if they're still swimming over there, because we saw like a tour group going over there, but I don't know. Yeah. It's not giving my vibe.
Nobody was in it, and then if we jumped in it and something happened, we'd be stuck in there.
Yeah, because it's not near anything.
It's just too much. So we found this little beach off the path, and we're gonna hang out here for a little bit and then check out the Blue Hole and see if anybody else decided to get in finally.
I hear them all, but I don't see them.
Deep in your eyes, I touch your room more and more every time. When you leave, I'm begging you not to go. Call your name 2-3 times in a row. Such a funny thing for me to try to explain. I'm feeling in my pride is the one to blame. Cause I know I don't understand just how I feel I've been doing no one else can. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. insane. Just like you if you don't know what's pain. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you page me right now. Kiss got me hoping you save me right now. Looking so crazy your love. Got me looking so crazy your love. Got me looking so crazy, my baby.
It's ridiculous. You guys coming down here for a cricket ball? Or? I'll pass myself. But we did have a kerosene lantern with those two boys, right? Up this much light. Now, folks, right here, you guys will see our lovely structures coming down from the ceiling. Just to tell you a bit about it as well, folks. Now, easy way to remember these ones. Stalactites hang nice and tight to the ceiling, while the stalagmites might eventually make their way up, right? Now, everything, guys, is being formed from the limestone. Limestone is our primary rock, and it's also what makes our rooftops as well. That's why they are designed the way they are, right? So everything, of course, like I said, being formed from the limestone and the rainwater. The mineral within the limestone is calcium carbonate or calcite, and that forms the stalactite over time. And after a long, long time, on your left-hand side, you guys will see one of our bigger formations, the cave column just over here. And over here, look, and straight down here, guys. Question for us all. How deep do you think this is just right here? If you had to guess, how deep?
90.
90? What else? What else?
About 40 feet.
40 feet is spot on. 40 feet in this area right here. Doesn't look like it at all, right? Looks like 5 feet, 10 feet, 15, right? The reason it's folks is because it is brackish water, so you have the mixture of fresh water coming in, layers of fresh and salt, and then salt. So it's this weird magnifying effect. Any marine life?
I see a front and a wall.
Alright guys, we're going to do a quick review of the Crystal Caves and Fantasy Cave that we just came from. We didn't do the Fantasy Cave side, we only did the Crystal Cave side. That's what the guy recommended. We were only going to do one. We've been walking around all day, tired and hungry, and didn't need to be in no caves, multiple caves.
No, that was enough for me because he turned the lights off.
Yeah.
So
it was really nice in there.
it was.
It's weird how the caves form, and the story that he gave is these two little boys were playing cricket and this ball went down the hole and they couldn't get down there, so they ran home, got a rope and a lantern, and proceeded to climb down into this random hole in the ground.
125 feet deep.
125 feet that they couldn't see in, by the way. They were just climbing down hoping they got somewhere in the hole
To find the ball.
Yeah, until they discovered these large caves with stalactites and stalagmites. So they ran up, told their parents, and then...
Well, it was under the neighbor's house, so they didn't get to be the founders of it, but they still honor them, like the owners of the house that it was under.
Yeah. So that's really crazy how you just stumble upon that. So that was in 1907, I think they said. All right, so once you get down there, it's usually just one group at a time. There's this little bridge that's free floating, by the way. And it's locked on the ends, but the middle parts is just floating in the water. And so every step you're just up and down and up and down. It was really nice. Nice to take pictures there. The water, he said it had a weird effect because it was a mixture of fresh water and salt water.
Brackish water.
Yeah, brackish water. And so when you look down, it looks more shallow than it actually is. And so at one point in the tour, he showed us a part, and it was 95 feet deep, which is insane to even think about. Most pools, they really be like 12 feet at the deep end. 95 feet is insane. And so these boys were just down there walking around. It's pitch black, by the way. There's a clip in there where you turn off the lights that they had put up, and it's literally pitch black down there, like no lights at all. So they were just really adventurous, I guess.
Not me. Remember their
Let
names?
us know. Not at all.
We suck.
Anyways, there were some adventurous little kids, and good for them. They discovered something that could change the world, you know?
Couldn't be me.
And it wouldn't let you touch the stalactites and stalagmites because it said the oils in your fingers would stunt their growth. And they only grow, it said 1 inch every 100 years.
Yeah.
So now we're about to get some ice cream. We were looking at renting a moped possibly, but everything's out here is just expensive. Even for one day, just 8 hours, it was $100 to rent. And that's kind of whack. So we're about to get some ice cream and then probably head to another beach on this side of the island. And see you guys there. What's it taste like?
Like chocolate. Like it's vanilla because it's like a chocolate and marshmallow from the cookie part.
I got my caramel crunch. It's a lot of caramel.
Oh, little fruits going with the game bags.
That's